Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL League One. We'll take you backward before we go forward over the next 7 days. Let you know all the news that you need to know and how to catch up with all the action. Jägermeister Cup and regular season. Since we're officially in a no dilly, no dally zone, let's go back over the last 7 days and the schedule, which leads us into some of the news that we will have coming up in just a little bit. So over the last 7 days, as we look at what happened in USL League One, what we do is we start things off on Friday, August the 9th, and it was Union Omaha going to Fresno State, knocking off Fuego by the final of 1-0. Busy Saturday, typically, as it always is in USL League One. Charlotte Independence over Greenville Triumph in the Carolina Derby. Final there was 2-1. Lex SC and 1 Knox had a goalless draw in Jägermeister Cup action. Lexington would go on to win in penalties 5-3. News on 1 Knox in a bit. Richmond and South Georgia would go to penalties at City Stadium in Jägermeister Cup play. Kickers would win on penalties 6-5. And then our match of the week, Forward Madison and the Chattanooga Red Wolves from Breeze Stevens. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at USL League One, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
Sets up, it's Juan Galindrez partnering Garrett McLaughlin up top. That Ricardo Jerez out of effective retirement. The goalkeeper coach in goal today. Forward Madison need to find a way to get all the available points as we are off. On Wisconsin, that's what the home side will think. A packed crowd here in attendance. It should be an excellent atmosphere. Skids away, Lukic in pursuit. A poor back pass. Shipman's up to it and just wriggles off the hook. That was less than comfortable from Jacob Krull. And it's still prickly. Siobhan Marsh. Coutinho letting it lie and pushing it wide. Holding it up now. Still Malongo, the back heel. Toward goal, Coutinho! And stepped in! For the first time in this fortress of a home ground, in this competition, Madison Buckle. Chattanooga charge through the gate, they storm the castle, and they find their goal to go ahead. Another deep cross to the back post. Defender falls down, Galindrez hooks it across, little half volley, still up for grabs. Jerez is down, punched away, fired towards goal again, and finally breaking through. Try again. It's Garrett McLaughlin. Bided their time and were elated when he expressed interest in joining this club. And this is why. Just sticking with it in the box. To the byline, Prentice. Pushed across the goal mouth. Boyce! Blocked away at the near post. That'll spike the heart rate. As puts a strong hand on that one. A little bit too feisty there, Siobhan Marsh. Free kick taken immediately. Little wedge shot wide. Sosa. No, twisting away. Ball into the area. Down by Boyce. Fired by Boyce. Flashed wide by Boyce. It just set up nicely. An ambitious little half volley. A little bit of La Pausa from Dos Reis, and his side set free. Over the line, it looks to be a throw. They talk about that with so many defensive and attacking midfielders, that La Pausa. Spanish for the pause, knowing when to hit the gas, says into the box, and doing so right here. The shrill of two whistles ends the first 45. It looked like it was going to be Chattanooga Red Wolves. High pressure, reaping rewards. Forward Madison. Gebhardt. Sifted into the area. McLaughlin. A rise, but defied only by his finish. Didn't quite ever really wrap himself around that ball. Didn't see it in full, maybe till it was a little bit too late as it hit just above his ear. Unable to test the goalkeeper. Away goes McLaughlin. It's Boyce over top. Boyce! Boyce! The Flamingos stretch to the sky. That is a dazzler. Pretty in pink. Devin Boyce, that'll do. Two hands out. That man again, Devin Boyce. Punched away by Jerez. Falling for Gebhardt. Always rising. He put a thump into that thing. It was Jerez with the knuckle. And man. Coutinho. Scraping the sky, a ball down line. And there it is. Forward Madison.
Big win for Forward Madison at home. That gets us into the midweek. Northern Colorado hailstorm, and there is a lot of stuff going on right now involving Northern Colorado off the field. They're focusing on the field. Amon Zayed gets a big 3-1 win at One Spokane over Velocity. Quick turn for Forward Madison. A goalless draw in league play against Charlotte Independence. That one is at Breeze Stevens. So that sets up the standings and how things are. We'll do both Jägermeister Cup and regular season, starting off with the Prinks Performance standings presented by our friends at Prinks Tires. Charlotte Independence, 14 matches played. They're unbeaten in their last 5. They've got 25 points. Forward Madison, they have only 1 loss in their last 4. They are at 24 points, largest goal difference in the league at plus 11, by the way. Union Omaha, only 12 matches played, 23 points at 7, 3, and 2. Greenville right now, 1 behind in goal difference. They've also played 1 more match. 7 wins to both Union Omaha and Greenville at 23 points, plus 9 to plus 8. 1 Knox at 20 points. Right now at 6, 4, and 2, 12 matches played in the regular season. They're 5th in the standings. Hailstorm now up to 18 points, and they have the same number of wins as Spokane, but a better goal difference, plus 2 to minus 2. And Hailstorm have won 2 in a row. And we mentioned Spokane Velocity at 7. Chattanooga Red Wolves, after they have lost 3 of 4, and they're still in 8th place right now with 1 more win than South Georgia Tormenta, and they also have a match in hand. So Chattanooga would be your 8th seed right now in the regular season playoffs if it ended today as we're talking. South Georgia is at 16 points after 15 matches. Richmond is at 12 points after 14 matches, and they have lost 4 of 5, 3 in a row. Central Valley has won 2 in a row. They're unbeaten. They are only have 1 loss in their last 5 matches. Right now they're at 11 points. And Lexington SC, 2, 6, and 4, 12 matches on the board, and they have 10 points, and they're trying to dig themselves out of 12th place in the regular season standings. So Jägermeister Cup, looking at the cup standings, and once again, remember, it is 3 groups of 4 as we continue to look through who's in, who's out, and who advances. Greenville and Charlotte are the ones that will be leaving group number 1 and advancing into the knockouts. Greenville at 12 points, Charlotte at 11, Richmond with 9 points. South Georgia Tormenta, they have 6. Richmond and South Georgia both eliminated. Group 2, Forward Madison at 15 points. Lex SC at 13 points. One Knox eliminated at 12 points. Chattanooga Red Wolves eliminated at 1-5-1 and 4 points in group number 2. And Northern Colorado Hailstorm clinched the group. And right now, they're the only one to get out of group number 3 at 18 points. Union Omaha at 13, not good enough. Central Valley Fuego is at 8 points, and Spokane Velocity is at 5 points. So that is your look at how things are laid out, with Greenville, Charlotte trying to figure out who's going to win Group 1. Forward Madison and Lexington still trying to figure out who's going to win Group 2. And Northern Colorado has clinched group number 3, and they are in as the winner of that particular group in Jägermeister Cup standings. So now it sets us up for news and notes, what to watch, how to watch it, where to watch it, all of that stuff. So news across the league, and I guess we'll start with the news in Lexington. Lexington is joining USL Championship in 2025. They're going from USL League One, and they are heading up to USL Championship. If you've missed it, great conversation that was had by the morning show, and we got the chance to catch up with some of the folks at Lex SC and find out about what's going on as they are moving into a 7,500-seat soccer-specific stadium. So the conversation that we had on the SDH network, it was a really cool conversation the day after the fact, where Kim Shelton, the CEO of Lex SC, joined the morning show and got to kind of break things down a little bit and talk about how things are with the footprint in Lexington and what the future is looking like with the complex, all of the investment that's there, the state-of-the-art facility, all of that. So go back into the SDH Network archives, and where it is now, where you find all of your archived material for SDH, you can go and catch the interview with Kim Shelton, a good 19 minutes that was had earlier in the week on the SDH Network. You can catch it at soccerdownhere.net, and you can also go to our app on Spreaker. That's like speaker with an R in the middle, and you can go search for Soccer Down Here and catch everything up with the conversation of Lex SC that the morning show had with CEO Kim Shelton after the announcement. So with the move, going from the 5,000-person capacity Toyota Stadium, owned and operated by Georgetown College, they're moving into the soon-to-be-completed 7,500-seat soccer-specific stadium, which enables them to join USL Championship. 7 training and youth club fields, $80 million investment from club owner Bill Shively into the community, and Shively admits that's the next natural step for the journey of Lex SC to go into USL Championship, expecting 26 teams competing in the 25 season with the expansion and addition of Lex SC in Brooklyn. And now you end up with the Kentucky Derby. We had that discussion with CEO Shelton as well about what to do about the Kentucky Derby going forward with Louisville and Lexington. So we will see how that continues to grow as well. The inaugural game at Lex SC's new stadium will be the Super League opener on September 8th against Tampa Bay Sun. The men will play their final 3 home matches of the USL League One season at the new venue starting September 14th against One Knox. Now we go to the other news that happened this week, and it deals with One Knox. One Knox and Mark McKeever have mutually agreed to part ways. Former player and assistant coach Ilya Illich will lead the club as interim head coach at Regal for the remainder of the season. Nick Jaramillo will continue to serve as assistant coach and keeper coach. Managing partner Drew McKenna came out with a statement, and McKeever came out with a statement of his own, wanting to thank Drew McKenna, everyone at One Knox, and been an incredible experience over the last few years. Proud of the progress the team has made. Look forward to watching and supporting One Knox's continued success both on and off the field. So One Knox and Mark McKeever go their separate ways. They mutually agreed to part ways, and so it'll be a new era at One Knox when they decide who their new head coach is going to be. It is Haiti Youth International Nelson Pierres joining Charlotte on loan from Philadelphia Union. 2-time CPL champion Cletty Sela joins with Richmond Kickers, and so you're continuing to kind of add personnel as you're going out here at the tail end of the season as well. Team of the round for round number 7 for Jägermeister Cup, the USL Jägermeister Cup Team of the round for round 7. Steven Dos Santos, the winner, player of the round for Union Omaha, brought to us by our friends at Konami eFootball. And the team of the round in Jägermeister Cup, Mike Jeffries is your coach of the round. In net, Wallace Lapsley from Union Omaha, McCain Clark from Hailstorm, Jorge Corrales from Lex SC, Jake Dengler from Tormenta is your back 3. Your midfield, Carlos Anguiano from Greenville Triumph, Devin Boyce from Forward Madison, Liam McKinnon from Greenville Triumph, Haruki Yamazaki from Hailstorm. That's your midfield 4. Dos Santos, Juan Carlos Obregon from Charlotte, and Garrett McLaughlin from Forward Madison are your forwards up top. Your bench, Amal Knight from Lex SC, Nick Spielman from Charlotte, along with Luis Alvarez, Luis Heel from Spokane, Ethan Horde, and Bruno Rendon from Hailstorm, along with Emiliano Terzaghi from Richmond. So that is your team of the week when it comes to a Jägermeister Cup round number 7. So we'll keep an eye on all of that news with Jägermeister Cup, your viewing guide for the week. And what we'll do here is we will take activity from both USL Championship and USL League One. USL Championship activity on Friday. Birmingham and Detroit City is on Golasso Network at 8. Saturday, Hartford and Vegas is on the Plus. Pittsburgh, Colorado Springs is on the Plus. Rhode Island and Oakland Roots is on Golasso Network at 7:30. That one will be a home match for Rhode Island FC. Tampa Bay and Loudoun's on the Plus. Lou City, Charleston, one of the early matches of the weekend, is on the Plus. Memphis and Tulsa on the Plus. New Mexico United, Monterey Bay on the Plus. San Antonio, North Carolina FC is on the Plus. Orange County and El Paso Locomotive, your nightcap on Golasso Network. That one is at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. In League One Friday, Greenville and Richmond is on the Plus, as is One Knox and Chattanooga, Central Valley and Lexington. Saturday, South Georgia Tormenta and Northern Colorado Hailstorm is on the Plus. And so as we take a peek and see if there are any juice boxes attached to any of the matchups on the weekend, a quick reminder, if you are in any of those locations where you can catch action in USL League One, please do. You get to see the next round of individuals playing in the 3rd division in the United States, and you get to see them ply their trade and try and improve as a group in USL League One. If you are in market and can go, please go. You can get there and you can sit there and say, I saw them win. If you are in market and can't go, follow along on local providers, in addition to social media platforms attached to your favorite teams. If you're out of market and can't be there as well, still follow along on team socials, league socials, and your providers attached to your local clubs. You can also go to USLLeagueONE.com and go and be a part of all of the discussion there, plus all of the social media platforms with USL League ONE on Instagram, on Facebook, and on the 280-character app. On your activity with what's going on the 16th, it is Greenville and Richmond. Greenville, they are a minus 189. And Richmond is a plus 438, draws a plus 295. One Knox in Chattanooga. One Knox favored at a minus 135 at Regal. And Chattanooga Red Wolves are favored north of plus 315. And Central Valley Fuego is a plus side favorite at plus 125, hosting Lex SC. Lex SC is a plus 172, and your draw is a plus 254. Looking at the schedule coming up over the next 7 days, we mentioned what it's looking like this weekend as things continue to work in USL League One, as you're drifting in and away from Jägermeister Cup and you are getting back into league play. It is Saturday, South Georgia Tormenta hosting Hailstorm. That one's at 7:30, and that's your 4th match of the week. You have the 3 matches going on, 7 o'clock at Paladin, 7 o'clock at Regal, 11 o'clock at Fresno State. That's your Friday night. The net compares into your action on Saturday with the 1 match in Statesboro, Georgia. So for everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Thanks for dropping by and being a part of everything going on in USL League One. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the matches in USL League One.